Hey guys, welcome to Tech Best. We've received a whole bunch of new phones in the office here, so this is going to be a mega unboxing video. So we've got not one, not two, not three, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different phones. So all these phones are priced in the sort of lower to mid-range pricing. There's going to be some links in the description below if you want to check them out. So this video we're just going to open up the boxes and see what we get inside. So all these phones will feature in upcoming videos. I'll also be doing some comparison videos between these phones, so I'll be comparing them in performance and in terms of camera quality and things like that on my other channel called Digital Versus. So there'll be a link about here somewhere if you want to go and check out that channel. So anyway, let's just go and have a look and see which phones we've received. So the first phone here is the Xiaomi Mi 5X. We've got the Meizu Alpha. We've got the Nomu S30 Mini. We've got the Elephone P8 Mini. We've got the UmiDigi Z1 Pro. We've got the Ulefone Gemini Pro. And we've also got the Verne Mars Pro. Now we've actually got two Verne Mars Pros. We're going to be giving one of these away. That's going to be coming up in another video, so you need to be subscribed if you want to be in with a chance to win. So stay tuned for the details of that. Anyway, let's just get into these phones and check them out. So starting off with the Ulefone Gemini Pro. So this phone here says it has dual 13 megapixel rear cameras, has the Helio X27 processor with 4 gigs of RAM, 64 gigs of onboard storage. It's got a fingerprint sensor, 3680 milliamp hour battery, 5.5 inch full HD display, and Android 7.1. It's also got a metal body. So we have it here in red, and it does look very nice. Okay, so let's see what else we get inside the box. We get a charger. I believe this is a fast charger. And so yes, that is an 18 watt fast charger. We also get a USB Type-C cable. We also get a micro USB to USB Type-C adapter. And there is a SIM ejector tool here. And we'll see what else we get inside the box. Okay, so inside the box is a manual. There is a screen protector. And there's also a case in here. That looks quite nice. Let's have a look at this. There's something else inside the box here as well. We also get one of those ring holder things. Anyway, let's just chuck that to the side and move on to the next phone. Okay, so the next phone is the Verne Mars Pro. So it says here that it comes with the Helio P25, 6 gigs of RAM, 64 gigs of onboard storage, a 5.5 inch display. We get Android 7, a 3500 milliamp hour battery. We get quick charger, 18 watts, USB Type-C, 13 megapixel Sony IMX258 camera, face detect autofocus, a metal body, Gorilla Glass 3, fingerprint sensor on the side, dual SIMs, and it says here 1080p video recording, so it sounds like it doesn't do 4K, unfortunately. But anyway, let's open it up. So we get the phone itself. Looks quite nice. Okay, well that was a bit of a mistake. That is actually a factory fitted screen protector. So if you get one of these phones, be careful when you're pulling the front sheet off. The phone itself looks very nice, nice and slim. Fingerprint scanner there on the side, which is unusual for Chinese phones, kind of like the Sony Xperias. Anyway, what else do we get inside the box? Not a lot in this one. We just get the 18 watt fast charger. We get a USB Type-C cable. There's a SIM ejector tool in there as well. And we just get some documentation there as well. Alright, moving on to the next phone. So next we have the Meizu Alpha. So this phone has a giant 6-inch display. They claim that it is bezel-less. It's got the Helio P25 processor. It's also got dual cameras on the back. One is 13 megapixels, the other is 5. We get 4 gigs of RAM, 64 gigs of onboard storage, Android 7, USB Type-C, 4000 milliamp hour battery, and a Touch ID. Okay, so there is the phone itself. So as you can see, it is Very, very glossy. It's all glass. Let's see if we can just turn this on just so we can see just how bezel-less this display really is. Okay, so while we wait for this to power on, let's just see what else we get inside the box. It looks like we're missing the SIM ejector tool. I would imagine that would normally be kept there. Okay, so inside we get two screen protectors. They look like they are both for the front screen though. It doesn't look like you get it for the back. So two screen protectors. They are the tempered glass variety, and there's also some documentation in there. We also get a USB Type-C charging cable, and we also get the charger. And that is also an 18-watt fast charger as well. As you can see, not much of a bezel along the top. Pretty cool. Let's move on to the next phone. Okay, next is the Elephone P8 Mini. So this is a really budget phone, but it's packing some pretty good hardware. So it's got the MediaTek MT6750T, which is an octa-core, 4 gigs of RAM, 64 gigs of onboard storage. It has a 16 megapixel front-facing camera. I've already had a little play around with this phone, and the front camera is just fantastic. If you're into selfies and you're on a budget, definitely check out this phone. Rear camera is dual cameras. We've got a 13 megapixel and a 2 megapixel camera. We get Android 7, a 5-inch Full HD display, 2680 milliamp hour battery, and we also get a fingerprint scanner in there as well. So let's have a look at this phone. So we get the phone itself. We have the blue version, so very nice looking. It is plastic body though, so I'll just put that to the side. We also get inside here a whole bunch of boxes, starting off with the top one. I'm guessing that will be the charger. Yes, so we get a charger here. This is not a fast charger though, only 7.5 watts from that charger, so not going to be a fast charging unit. And here I guess we would have the cable. Yes, so it's just a USB type, no sorry, that is a micro USB cable. And in the last box here, what do we get? So we get the SIM ejector tool, and we get some documentation, and we also get a case. So that's a nice inclusion, nice clear silicone case. Right, moving on to the next phone. The next phone is the UMIDIGI Z1 Pro. Now I have also been playing around with this phone, and I have to say I really like this one. The specifications on this include the Helio P20. We get Android 7, 6 gigabytes of RAM, 64 gigs of onboard storage. Can take 2 nano SIM cards or 1 nano SIM and a micro SD card. It's got a 4000 milliamp hour battery. Now this phone is also just 6.95 millimeters thick, so to get 4000 milliamp hours in such a slim body is really impressive. It's got a 5.5-inch Full HD display. It is also an AMOLED display. We get dual cameras on the back. One is 13, one is 5, and we also get a 5 megapixel camera on the front. On this side we get the phone itself, so let's just pull that out. So the phone itself comes with a clear case, so let's just pull that off. So it comes with the silicone clear case, which is cool, and there is the phone itself. It looks very similar to the Ulefone Gemini Pro, so I'll definitely be doing a comparison between these two. The UMIDIGI though is a slimmer device, it's also narrower. It is a little bit more premium feeling, but anyway, let's see what else we get inside the box. So we got the case. There's also a manual here inside. Let's just get the camera to focus. So inside here we get the SIM ejector tool, and there is also a screen protector. So this is the tempered glass kind, and we also get some screen wipes. On the other side over here we have the charger, and it is a fast charger. It's a 15-watt fast charger on that. And we also get the cable over here, so that is a USB Type-C charging cable there. Okay, so next we have the Nomu S30 Mini. So this phone, just see if I can find the specifications. No, I'm going to have to Google this. Bear with me a second. 4.7-inch HD display with Gorilla Glass. We get a quad-core processor, 1.5 gigahertz. It's a MediaTek. Android 7. We get an 8 megapixel camera on the back, 2 megapixel front-facing camera. How big is the battery? So got 32 gigs of onboard storage, 3 gigs of RAM. It can support micro SD cards up to 64 gigabytes. The battery is a 3000 milliamp hour battery. So not the greatest specs, but this phone is built for being tough. Very nice looking body on the back there. But anyway, let's go and check out what else we get in the box. some documentation, some other stuff, a micro USB charger, and also the charger itself. So I'm guessing this won't be a fast charger. Okay, not a lot in that box. Let's move on to the last phone. Okay, so the last phone is the Xiaomi Mi 5X. I've already tested this phone out quite a bit on my other channel called Digital Versus. Again, there'll be some links about here if you want to see some performance comparisons with this phone and some other phones like the UmiDigi Z1 Pro. So this phone comes with the Snapdragon 625, 4 gigs of RAM, 64 gigs of onboard storage. We get dual 12 megapixel cameras on the back, fingerprint scanner there, a 3080 milliamp hour battery, and Android 7. So we don't get a heck of a lot else in the box. So in here we have the SIM ejector tool on the bottom, and we get a charger. It's only a 10 watt charger, so not very fast. And we also get a USB Type-C cable. There's also a manual around somewhere. I seem to have misplaced that at the moment. So guys, these are some of the phones that will be featured in some upcoming videos on Tech Best. They'll also be shown on my other channel called Digital Versus, so again, don't forget to check out that channel. So let me know in the comments below which phone you want to see reviewed next. So let's just go through the phones again. So starting off over here, we have the Xiaomi Mi 5X. Next to that is the Nomu S30 Mini. We have the Elephone P8 Mini, the UmiDigi Z1 Pro, the Maze Alpha, the Vuni Mars Pro, and lastly is the Ulefone Gemini Pro. Hey, thanks for watching, take care, and I'll catch you in the next one.